Shumai. My name is Luke Conlon. I'm a community development worker and I live and work in Pembrokeshire. And for the last 4 years, I've had the privilege and benefit of working on compassionate community initiatives across Pembrokeshire. The approach we have taken is to set up small-scale community supports. For example, putting on events and projects and initiatives based in community halls, inviting the local community to come in, and over cups of tea, copious amounts of cake, loads of humour, just talk about the future. We have put on film shows, bread baking workshops, design a coffin workshops, and also workshops around advanced care planning. So we ran these projects for 2 years and we had great fun. We learned a lot, but all the while we were looking at ways to develop deeper projects that would take us to develop more of a community development approach to end-of-life care. Because at the moment, the pressure on social care and healthcare statutory services in this country is huge. And we feel that there is scope for us in our community for us to support each other more, so to be more knowledgeable. So in the future, when we do encounter serious illness or we find ourselves dying, which we all will, we've talked about what we want. Those around us, our health professionals, and more importantly our family, know what we want. That's the aim of our project. 12 months ago we set up a project in South Pembs District Hospital called NOSTA, which stands for No One Should Die Alone. This was a pilot project where we trained up a group of 5 volunteers in the art of sitting with someone who is alone, someone who is dying in end-of-life care, and just creating a presence. We ran that project together with our colleagues in the hospital who were really very open, very accepting of us, and we learned a lot. So over the 12 months of the project, we developed training packs. We developed a knowledge of how do you sit with someone, how can you offer support to someone who is dying alone. Everything was going very well. We'd finished the project, and then we were looking at maybe developing the project further to reach other hospitals in West Wales. And then COVID happened and we were all locked out of the hospital system. So myself and 2 volunteers, we signed up as healthcare support workers to work in Withybush and South Pembs District Hospital over the last 4 or 5 months. And now we've finished our placements in the hospitals, and now it's a time to pick up the pieces. COVID has knocked the stuffing out of community development across the whole country, and we got tremendous issues to deal with. Compassionate communities are needed more than ever now. So we started the ball rolling again just the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago we ran a bread baking workshop for men who are carers, and because the bread we chose to make a bread to celebrate Rosh Hashanah, because one of our participants was Jewish and he expressed a wish to make a challah bread. So that's what we did. And then last Saturday, we ran a Good Grief beach walk in Newport, Pembrokeshire, inviting 6 people to come along, go for a stroll along the beach, to share with each other our stories of death and dying. And we finished with making mandala. The following presentation will give you a flavour of what we have done. I hope it's of value to you, and we look forward to developing more compassionate communities and working together freely with all our colleagues around Wales to make Wales a compassionate country. Jock Marianne.